Trapmore gang, after 9 long months in a Philippines prison, the streamer Vitali is finally being sent out the country. He's been deported to Russia, okay? This is him, streamer Vitali, nearly unrecognizable with his beard and long hair ahead of his deportation from the Philippines. Now, this was an absolute disaster for Vitali. He definitely got to the find out phase, all right? He effed around in the Philippines, and he definitely got to the season finale of finding out, because he was in a whole world of trouble, and really he's lucky to have just spent 9 years in the pen in the Philippines. Now, let me give you a little bit of backstory on how we got to this point, all right? Because in 2024, all right, Vitali was riding pretty high. He built a decent following through doing prank videos and then pivoting into the it's very, very entertaining, but also like they are a little bit twisted. But he got himself into the predator hunting live stream space, and this transition was something that was covered by the channel Papa Meat. All right, so let's hear a little bit of catch up.
And here's just a list of some of the things that have happened on these streams. A random fan of the stream comes up and punches a 73-year-old accused pedophile, knocking him out, hitting his head to the pavement. There's blood everywhere, and Vitaly sits in his van talking about how his career's probably over again. They shave a predator's head. Vitaly pisses on a predator's face. Vitaly and Ty Dollar Sign shave the head and throw flashbangs at a predator as he runs away. A suspect gets assaulted by a bystander. One of the suspects gets slapped around. Vitaly grinds on a suspect. Vitaly attacks a predator. Vitaly supposedly catches the Space Jam producer and writer of the movie. What life am I in? Oh, did someone say another flashbang?
So he's out here committing crimes on fools, but they're predators, so it's okay, right? It's okay. But okay, he would fly a little bit too close to the sun numerous times, all right? One of the individuals that he actually caught during a stream with Aiden Ross actually had his day in court in May 2024. So he is actually out here, all right? He is actually out here putting people behind bars. People want to call me the police. Aiden is out here with Vitali actually putting people behind bars. This says the Predator Aiden Ross and Vitali court actually had his court hearing today.
A 24-year-old Moises Flores Coelho appeared in court this morning for a bond hearing. He's charged with traveling in or out of state to meet a minor. He was caught when a couple of influencers, online influencers, set up a sting operation of sorts. Prosecutors say Flores Coelho went to a Southwest Miami-Dade home to meet who he thought was a minor he'd been chatting with online. Police later arrested him. Flores Coelho did post bond. The judge ordered he have no unsupervised contact with minors.
He's cooked. He's cooked, all right? So Vitali actually is out here cleaning up the streets in a certain way, okay? I mean, just looking at the fool, like, bruh, with that facial hair, bro, you cooked. We're going to have to send you to the gulag for sure. But anyway, all right, he would also collaborate with the rapper Lil Pump, a.k.a. Lil Pimp, all right, if you're Donald Trump, for a vigilante operation that also ended up going viral.
You love it. You're such a fucking pedo. You love it.
All right, look, I don't want to get done for the copyright, but he really out here singing live performances to the PDFs, all right? That's definitely top tier content, even if it's just like, okay, I don't know if this is legal. I don't know if this is the proper channels. I don't know if we're going to accidentally let these guys get off by violating their due process, but by God, is it entertaining. And numerous of his predator catches did actually go viral during this period, all right? There was another one, okay? Alleged child predator milked by Vitali after being caught. Now, I personally, what I feel like I'm seeing, I don't think he's getting milked, all right? It would be a whole different story. He was thinking he was going to get milked, but he ended up being on the receiving end of some milk, okay? And of course, this is sponsored by these fools. I'm not even going to say who it is, but yeah.
Closer, come above. Yeah. You wanted to get a facial? No. 50 euros. Here you go. Enjoy.
No. No?
No.
With a different substance?
Yeah. Yeah, yo.
Thicker?
Yeah.
I'm speechless. I'm speechless, all right? But you can't deny that it's not top tier content. But unfortunately, Vitali got a little bit too big for his boots, or he got a little bit too confident. And in March of 2025, so nearly a year ago, he would start live streaming in the Philippines, and he films himself committing several crimes. It's all well and good busting the predators, but let's not forget there's other laws that you're supposed to follow. And then when you go to another country, you should have, you know what I'm saying? You should have familiarized yourself on the law, right? He was wilding out.
I need toilet. Toilet, please. Toilet. 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 Toilet, please. I'm about to take a shit. Ay, caca. Caca. No. No. This is not how you make the burger. Show me how you do it. Don't worry, brother. I got it. Don't worry. I'm the manager. My name is Vitali. McDonald. Ron McDonald is me. The manager told me to cook. We need some salt and pepper. Don't make me look for it. All right, motherfucker. I got some salt. Give me salt.
No, that.
Can I have salt, please, sir? Sir, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm cooking. I'm making a meal. Okay, we're out. That's it. I'll pay. Sir, how are you? Is the order? Let me see what the fuck did I just cook. Holy shit. Try.
No.
Wow.
All right, you can't deny it's not entertaining, but it is also a crime, okay? And he wouldn't just create funny little awkward moments. He would actually injure people, okay? He would actually be a terror. He would be causing harm and destruction to the community. He would apparently injure a bystander after speeding down the road on a motorcycle in one video where he basically run over a man's foot in the Philippines, all right? Not cool.
Shit. Oh, shit. Shit.
This didn't, I mean, if,
Accident. I didn't hit his floor. It's mine. Never mind. I didn't hit his floor.
So people wondering whether that was, you know, a little play, right? people were not feeling him, right? They were not feeling him. Now, he would stream himself harassing locals and even the police. And look, he's a big guy, all right? Those guys in the kitchen probably weren't trying to get him out of there. But at the end of the day, you can't play around these sort of games with the police. Vitali had a level of confidence that I think is terminal, to be honest with you, is the only way I can describe it.
Madam.
So this was apparently just before his arrest.
Madam, I'm gonna fucking rob you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. No, okay. No. Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal fuck. Go get your vaccine. I was trying to give you money, but all right.
I mean, come on, those sort of jokes in 2025, that's played out, man. Come on.
To be nicer. You. No, yeah.
Please, I'll take.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Please.
Yes? No? What are you gonna do? Hello. Hello. Paparazzi, you are best wife on a paparazzi. Paparazzi, you are my queen. Paparazzi.
Complete insanity, right? Unhinged. Okay, completely unhinged. No hinges to be seen whatsoever. But the police would take notes. All right, they would take names, they would take notes, and they would eventually move in to take Vitali into custody following his string of public disturbances, aka crimes. Okay, he's a criminal.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in any court of law. Sure. Right? I have the right to cancel your own choice. Okay? If you cannot afford the counsel, the government will be provided for you at a government expense. You understand me right?
Yes. My question is,
Yung limang
You knew he was about to say something sarcastic.
acts na chinarge siya ay
It's not so funny here, is it? It's not so funny here.
ipafile sa Taguig, di ba? Sa Taguig substation. Ipafile na. At habang doon siya ay under custody siya ng Bureau of Immigration.
And he's doing the Andrew
as
Tate
an
hands.
undesirable alien. Ngayon, mag-uusap pa ang Bureau of Immigration at CIDG ukol sa proseso nito. Pero sa akin paningin, at ito'y akin lamang, hindi ito'y batas yung sabi ko, ay doon muna siya mananatili sa Bureau of Immigration Detention Facility sa Muntinlupa habang siya ay
He's still stealing hats. He's still stealing hats out here. It's crazy.
hihintay ng paglitis sa kanya rito. Hindi po namin siya i-deport. Mananagot siya sa batas dito sa Pilipinas. Tapos na po ang mga dayuhan, nakala na lang, kaya na lang lapastangin ang mga Pilipino. Ito'y ehemplo na seryoso tayo na sa sariling bayan natin, hindi tayo magpapabasa sa kanila. Okay.
So they said, look, we're taking this shit seriously, all right? We're not playing around, and we're not gonna just let you get deported straight away. You're gonna have to serve some time. Now, the YouTuber Atozi, who I'm a big fan of, okay, he would report that Vitali was actually potentially facing up to 24 years in prison for his actions.
Here we have the charges against Vitali. First, you have unjust vexation, which is engaging in behavior that caused annoyance and distress to others. Then you have alarm and scandal, which is actions that disturb public peace and order. Then you had attempted theft, which was trying to unlawfully take a security guard's firearm. That's a serious charge. Then you have the 2 counts of theft if they go after him for taking the motorcycle and the industrial fan, and then also that face mask. Then you have the threatening to rob an old lady as well. But what I didn't know, apparently if you steal a motorcycle in the Philippines, you could actually get up to life in prison. I am seeing multiple locals say that he could be facing up to 24 years in prison, as it's up to 12 years for each of the counts of theft there. Now, Secretary Ramola, he said no special treatment will be given, stating that we're done with foreigners who only insult Filipinos. This is an example that we are serious here in our country and we won't let them belittle us. And they also stated that authorities are seeking Vitali's cameraman, who may also face charges for enabling a commission of crime.
So it was actually looking serious, and for a minute it was like he might be facing life over there, okay? So Atozi would also report on his prison conditions, which were apparently not good.
Vitali ended up being locked up in an absolute nightmare jail. The place that he's in is known as the Gulag.
An immigration detention center in the Philippines. Now they call it the Gulag, rat-infested and overcrowded.
He's currently locked up in Camp Bagong Diwa, which isn't exactly a wellness retreat. It's overcrowded, undersupplied, and looks like something out of a post-apocalyptic horror flick. 30 guys to a cell, and about as much personal space as the inside of a sardine can. There is no bail. That's right, zero bail.
And I guess what makes this just so incredibly ironic is apparently he wanted to go to jail.
nobody controls me. If I go to jail, I'll go to jail. I'm a grown man. I love jail. I get it up there for free. I don't have to pay.
He's a madman, all right? So initial reports would suggest that Vitali could be spending years in the Filipino prison system before his case even went to trial. They were saying he was facing 2 to 3 years in an overcrowded Filipino prison, just awaiting trial plus extra time if convicted, okay? People saying crowded Philippine prison on a summer heat? Yes! He's going to get 24/7 sauna the whole summer. Johnny Somali, please travel to Philippines next. He is another fool that is out here doing bad, all right? You love to see it, all right? People don't feel bad for him whatsoever. But just 2 months into his sentence, okay, an updated photo of Vitali would actually go viral, basically showing you his weight loss transformation. Just being locked up in there, he would end up losing a whole bunch of weight, all right? Less than 2 months of detention in the Philippines. The Filipino food must have not been kicking, man. He was arrested April the 2nd. He was still detained after a month pending local cases of unjust vexation, theft, public harassment during his kick live streams in Manila in the Philippines, all right? A lot of comments deleted. They're probably wishing on his downfall. Okay, he's not smiling anymore. Guess it ain't funny no more. And he has a lot of reasons not to smile. Apparently, the US and Russia don't want him. He's getting moved from the detention facility to the city jail, which is worse, hot, smelly, and crowded like sardines in a can. He's basically brownie points for the current administration, an Ellie politician looking to boost their rep. His timing to fuck around back then coincided with Filipino elections, so politicians were more than happy to dish out justice, and he's still in the finding out stage, all right? That is savage. He was in a jail that had a congestion rate of 427%, and courts are so overwhelmingly backlogged, Vitali's going to be an unwilling guest for a long time, all right? They were thinking he was going to be in there for years. But much to the delight of Mr. Vitali himself, all the haters that counted him out, he basically got his 9 months, and then officials would announce that Vitali had completed his time and he was now being deported to Russia.
I saw the news that they had yet another press conference with Vitali, which is wild because it looks like his jail time there started and ended with being perp walked out for a press conference. But unfortunately for us, the press conference was in Tagalog, so I had to dub it so we have any shot at understanding what's going on here. But was it a flawless dub? Probably not, but with it, we can actually see what's going on here.
This is subject to clearances from the NBI and the courts where cases have been filed. His cases at the Taguig Regional Trial Court and Municipal Trial Court have been resolved and served as well. The penalty you have there. Thus, the siblings can also proceed with his deportation soon. We are coordinating on the location for his deportation, which is his country, Russia.
Interesting. Because they resolved it.
Vitali is a holder of a U.S. green card, but is a citizen of Russia. Thus, the normal process is not about the country of residence, but the passport of origin. His passport is from Russia, so the deportation will be processed there. Once we secure the necessary papers for his escort, his flight will leave from Kaliboklan going directly to Moscow. Let this serve as a reminder to all our visitors here in the Philippines that we continually welcome tourists and visitors. We treat them with respect and anticipate they will follow the same rules we do when traveling. We have no ill feelings towards Vitali. He has served his time, shown remorse, and he is now a free man going back to Russia. Thank you very much.
All right, and just like that, he was allowed to go home. So that's essentially...
So they said, look, you fucked around, you found out, and now you're getting shipped off to Russia. But some are suggesting he didn't look too happy to be being sent back to Russia. Because here's the thing, all right? He a fighting age male. He's showing everybody he really got, he got some of that fighting age. He's still got a little bit of muscle on him. He would be the perfect candidate for some cannon fodder in Ukraine. Okay, so for everybody that's been wishing on Vitali's downfall, don't stress, all right? Because we might be seeing him in some new videos soon. We might be seeing him in some FPV drone footage, all right? Maybe he might fuck around, lose an arm, lose a leg in a drone attack in Ukraine, all right? All the fiber optic cable for days for this clown. But for real, man, okay, that's what they're saying. Frontline infantry, conscript reporting, everyone gangster until the Ruskies pull Kirov reporting, all right? It's time. It's time. He's above conscription age. That's what they're saying, okay? We're going to be seeing him, all right? We're going to be seeing him over there doing his bit, all right? But apparently they're saying good luck to the latest cannon fodder in Ukraine. At some point while dodging Ukraine's drones, he'll take a moment to think himself, how the fuck did I end up here? All right. He's already fertilizing the soil near Pokrovsk. Okay. It is crazy. A lot of people are going to be disappointed the millionaire YouTuber doesn't go to the front lines. Give it 6 months, he'll be doing pranks, harassing random people in Tbilisi. Oh my God. All right. People saying he's broke, like zero money and credit card debt broke. He had 10 mil before he punched that jogger, lost it all to her and her lawyers. Steve will do it, had to pay off the remaining 300K so he wasn't in debt to her anymore. Then he started live streaming, making decent money, but was nowhere near in his peak YouTube prank days. He's a big spender. He supports his mom. I think I heard about him getting scammed for playing a lawyer who said he could bribe people to get him out of prison. I wouldn't be surprised if he has no money left. Also, all monetization from any streaming platform is banned in Russia due to the war, so he's not even going to be able to monetize his comeback from Russia. He could just go to another country, but most of the world isn't allowing Russian citizens in, apart from Asian countries like Thailand, who probably wouldn't let him in because of what he just did. He is boned. I don't know about conscription, but it would fit the trajectory this guy's life is on. Can he be conscripted? If he's over 27 years old or already served, then no. He can be persuaded to sign a voluntary contract, though, and there are methods to convince people it's the right thing to do. Now, I don't wish any harm on anybody or Vitali, but like he really did screw around and find out. He really tested the patience of the Filipino people. He really tested the boundaries of what this YouTuber prankster stuff can actually lead to. And I do feel like this is a message for everybody else. Don't play around in these foreign countries. Don't even play around in your home countries, whether it's my home country of the UK or over there in the United States. All right. There is no need for this kind of behavior, and you can get got absolutely anywhere. Anybody can get it, man. ABG. But I will see you guys in the next video. I've got some more videos coming tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm out, gang. Peace.